My question does pertain to the agenda and also kind of to follow up on what Mary Jo said. First of all, I'd like to say that the questions that Stacia asked the Board of Education are not exclusively her own questions. They are questions presented to her by members of our community that she so graciously puts herself out to ask. It may appear that the Watch representatives are picking out everything, and to some, they may seem petty, but it is someone's battle and it is important to them. Many people in our community are concerned and just not comfortable speaking in front of groups of people. All subject matter of these questions asked are concerns of a community that is essentially in charge of passing our budget and deciding who presides on the board. In order to make a well-informed vote, it is essential for our community to receive these answers. It is just plain common sense to want to know why anyone makes the decisions they make that concerns the future of your children and your money. It is common sense to ask to see numbers, comparisons, and valid research. This is all work that I assume that is presented before a budget is passed. I would assume that it's kept and made easily accessible to review by our voters, Board of Education, and staff upon request. I do not want to see Ms. Kelly spending countless hours on FOIL, or any superintendent for that matter. That is not our goal. Our goal is to just get answers out to our community so they can feel confident in passing our budget. You have stated that it is the Board of Education's discretion whether or not to answer our questions. As a group that represents our community, we have an obligation to get answers. The petition that was filed with the Commissioner's Office was our last resort and sole purpose to give our communities the answers that they demand. I'm sorry that it had to get this far. I'm sorry that we had to ask the same questions over and over and over again. But what I'm sorry about, and honestly ashamed of, is that some of the members of our community standing up for their rights have been labeled, chastised, judged, and more importantly, innocent children are paying the price. I viewed the video of the last Board of Education meeting, and it was expressed by not only the community, but Mrs. Hogle, how important it is to work together in the best interest of our children. Alternatives and ideas were given by Shalane and the Board of Education for hoping that we'll all achieve the same goal, which leads me to my question. I ask this out of frustration. I am totally confused. What are the intentions and what is hoped to be accomplished by having a copy of a petition that contains many students' names in a teacher's lounge lying about like leisurely reading material? This is a document that was put in the authority of people who needed to see it. As a parent that has expressed in public the retaliation that has been going on from our administration, I have no other interpretation but to feel it's just one more vindictive way to hurt our children and infringe on their right to privacy.
Well, I guess I can say that I didn't put that document. I don't believe any of the board members put that document in the teacher's lounge, but just like the comments that have been posted on Facebook and spoken here, I think that's public information. I don't think it is classified or it's public information.
That wasn't my question, whether or not it's legal or illegal to put it there and that it's public information. I know the answer to that question. That's why I didn't ask it. My question is, why was it placed there? After we just had a discussion, we need to all work together for the best interest of our children. Why would we want a document like that placed there? Why wouldn't we have a meeting like Shalane stated and discuss this? The children's names could be blacked out for their integrity. There's just a better way of going about and doing it. And I'm not saying
I didn't put those children's
names in that
And I'm not saying
you did. Who did put it there?
Who did put the children's names in the document?
No, that's not my question either. Who put the document in the teacher's lounge? That's my question.
I guess I don't know the answer to that question.
Mrs. Kelly, do you know the answer to that question? Who put the
I know
document
that
in
there
there?
were several that were requested by faculty members.
They
as well as
requested.
community members came in and asked to read the packet and to have it.
How many copies were placed in there?
I requested one.
And did you place it in the senior lounge?
No, I did request it.
So as a superintendent, you don't have control over any material that's just leisurely laying around in the teacher's lounge?
I don't even go into the teacher's lounge. I'm
Okay.
there to buy a soda. But there were 17 copies made.
All right.
And there were 17
Irregardless,
taken.
would we not agree that if a document like that was in there, to me it sends a message to children as a parent. This would send a message to me as a child that if I am in an organization, a school, or any place where I feel I'm being treated improperly, and I go to proper authorities, and I make a complaint, that I'm going to be completely exposed, whether it be that I've been molested or treated improperly. Now let's put their name about so everybody can put that person in the spotlight and know that they're
Tammy, you're
complaining.
insinuating that one of us put it there, when none of us
She
put it there.
I asked
But
the
I'm
question,
saying,
I didn't
I
know
didn't
we
tell
told
you
you.
that we I don't win the
I'm
faculty room,
very
I didn't
sorry.
even know until a teacher came to me and told me it was in there.
Okay, and I'm
By the time
very
I
sorry.
went, it was gone.
I'm very sorry you think I'm insinuating you put it there. I asked you because you're here at
There
the
were
school, they're
17
not.
copies, that's all I can tell you, that were copies.
And that's fine. I didn't ask them because they're not here. That's why I specifically directed it to you because you're the superintendent. And
Like
you
it or
might
not,
know.
Tammy, all through last year, I've held total professional integrity with everything that has happened.
And
So I
that-
would not suddenly decide to go and put something in a faculty lounge that would cause havoc. It's
Thank
bad
you.
enough to have a negative work environment
I
in
agree.
administration here,
I agree
that I think
completely.
any teacher will tell you that they've been sheltered from it, even more this year than last year. And I think that we've continued to accept it and take a very hostile work environment, and have not put it off on the teachers.
I did hear that it had been taken out of the
Yes,
teacher's
it was
lounge.
when it was found out it was there.
Thank you very much. My question did not ask you that. My question just wanted to know how it got there and if it could be taken care of, and that there is better ways of going about when we stress that we want to work together. That to me just was not a form of showing we want to work
responsible for
together.
someone who took it and left it there. I mean, that's,